Dean Baxendale is joining me right now because he's a publisher of Optimum Publishing. You may not have heard of it, but it has published a lot of important books in Canada. One about China, the communist government. One about We, that charity organization that made a lot of money off his friends in government. He joins me now, and I want to put the question to you. Why are you such a shit disturber publisher?
Well, I think in today's market, we've had a lot of publishers that are afraid to actually speak truth to power. So it's really important that we, as a publisher, we always have been since the 1970s, bringing forward narratives that other publishers would not touch.
And so, ever had any threats against your life? Because of what you published?
Well, you know, going back to the 70s and the Canadian Connection that Optimum published, which was the first expose of the Montreal crime syndicates and families, there were direct threats to wards of my father and to the author as well.
That's a dangerous business, crime in Montreal.
It is.
Very, very dangerous. So now you're in Toronto, and you're still up to date, publishing a number of books. Tell me, do you think that we need more brave souls like you who are willing to expose some of the things that are not going right in Canada?
I think we need more brave souls that are willing to bring the stories forward. Authors that are not afraid to take on the powerful and to speak about it. And then you do need publishers that are willing to take those narratives on, and often against the establishment, but also in tandem with the establishment.
Tell me what you mean by that. In tandem with the establishment, because what I was going to get to is that you do get some government funding, don't you?
I get zero government funding.
You do?
No, I do not. I've not applied for any of the Canada Council grants, etc. So there's no funding.
Every now and then saying, well, he didn't know that, LeDrew. Well, I thought I saw somewhere that you did get some funding. So
no. So completely independent on that. So my books have to stand up on their own merits and make money.
And clearly, you're well dressed, so clearly they do. Now,
some of them do, and some of them don't.
So some of your authors would not get published, either in the press or in other, because there are a number of publishers who get a lot of money from governments. They wouldn't dare publish those books.
Absolutely, especially around the subjects of China, transnational repression, human rights in China, and obviously the infiltration operations of the Chinese Communist Party. So they would not get funding, and they would not be published in Canada or around the world.
So for people who want to send you things, we're going to put your address so they can send you transcripts. You spend a lot of time going through transcripts with people saying,
Absolutely. My editorial team looks at a number of different opportunities and books and absolutely will take on stories that others won't touch.
That are important to the development of Canada.
Important to saving our democracy and actually challenging our political figures.
Important that you're here, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
3 minutes. This country needs bold and fearless discussion of the issues that are confronting it. And the Trudeau government is censoring the news and paying other news providers. So we need to keep going. Please subscribe and please donate generously. The crew needs to be paid.